everyone, thanks for watching my week 8 discussion video over the movie Free Solo. So what I observed about Alex and how he mastered self-awareness and self-management throughout the movie was I feel as though in terms of self-awareness, he has that kind of naturally. You can tell, and he said it multiple times in the video, that he is, he's an intelligent guy, and he's also an intelligent guy that's really okay with being alone. Growing up, he said, he was a quiet guy. He was fine with just, being by himself, playing with his Legos, and I feel as though someone who did grow up being so, not isolated, he chose to, isolate himself from pretty social environments. I feel that you have no choice but to become self-aware, to get to know yourself on so many different levels, because you're always just with yourself. In terms of self-management, I feel as though you could tell in the movie that he was just a very bold and honest guy, especially when his girlfriend asked him if, he would ever take into account her feelings on his solo climbing, and if, her feelings or opinions would ever change his mind about doing a solo climb, and he just, very plain and simple was like, no, like that wouldn't affect me any. I feel like that goes to show that his self-management could be better, but I also feel that there's something about him that he truly didn't feel as though him just saying plain and simple no would affect or hurt his girlfriend negatively. I think, he was just being honest, and he didn't see his honesty as anything to be sorry for, I guess. So in terms of self-management, I feel like there definitely could be growth in that aspect as far as what I've seen in the documentary. What can we learn from him about his EQ? So his emotional intelligence is documented very well in the movie, in terms of, I feel as though he's, same with self-awareness, very in tune with his emotions. He knows his faults. Like, he knows that he's not the best at communicating, and he talks about hugs and how, he never really hugged people until he was like 23 years old, and he started to work on that. Or no one in his family ever said the L word, so that's something that doesn't come naturally to him. He's pretty aware of his levels emotionally, and where he could better himself in that aspect. But I think what we can learn from him in terms of emotional intelligence is that emotional intelligence and confidence are kind of go hand in hand. He's very confident with his climbing abilities, and I think that's why you see that, doing something that no one has ever done before looked not easy. I know it wasn't easy, but it looked not as scary or intimidating as it should have been. And I think that's because he was so sure of himself, and that says a lot about his emotional intelligence. What could his conquest teach us about leadership and self-leadership? I think the biggest thing it could teach us about leadership is to, for yourself, just believe in yourself no matter what. And I think that confidence in yourself can kind of trickle down to those who follow you. And that was shown in the movie a lot, because the people that were working with him, just helping him get prepared emotionally, physically, even everyone who was there just a part of the camera crew, you could tell that they all believed in him. This is something no one has ever done before, and yet they were all like pretty sure that he was going to do it. They said, this could be the end of his existence, or it could not. And I really feel like if anyone's going to do it, Alex is going to do it. So that definitely said a lot about his leadership skills and abilities, and just what the confidence that he has. If we are all able to find that confidence in ourselves, what it can do for not only ourselves but the people who are around us as well.